Now, before we get into this video, I know there's going to be some guys that say in my comments,
look, man, in 2025, you shouldn't be telling guys to approach women.
Look, man, some dudes still like girls.
Yeah, like, come on, bro. What do you want us to do? Give up? Yeah, let's stop approaching women 2025. Like, come on, bro. Your best friend rate be your hand, bro, for all of eternity. Like, come on, bro. Stop. I'm not trying to be like you, big brother. Us guys who still out there in that field, you know what I'm saying? We gonna watch this video. What's going on, YouTube? cdagreen here, back with another video, and today we have men are officially scared to approach women. Yes, we are. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. I do be scared, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't nothing wrong with being scared as long as you actually make the approach, but half the time I don't be making the approach because I'm so scared. I think the worst case scenario gonna happen. Or I gotta be like, you know what I'm saying, the smoothest man alive in that joint. Talking to some mid, bro, some mid. Like, you feel me? It'd be bad, bro. But the best thing to do is just get out of your head and get into the moment. You know what I'm saying? My boy Ty Boogie video. Men are officially scared to approach women. Let's just get straight to it because I feel like my boy gonna spit that game, bro. My boy, he got a whole wife and kids, bro. So we could definitely learn something from this man. You know what I'm saying? Without further ado, we just gonna get straight to the video. If you like it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank y'all for watching. Let's get straight to the vid.
Realize the most scariest thing to do as a man, I want to say, is approaching women.
I ain't gonna lie. My boy right here, bro, he says approaching women for the first time is the scariest thing ever. Okay, so he not saying he's never done it before and he just now did it for the first time. He's just saying first time. Yeah, that joint be scary. Okay. I was ready to say, bro, my boy look about 30. There's no way that was your first time approaching a joint at 30 years old, gang. Please do better. If that is the case, but I don't think it is. But I'm gonna stop grilling my boy. The vid is 1 second in and I'm already going crazy on you, bro. No diddy though. Let's do it.
First thing to do as a man, I want to say, is approaching women.
Pretty small. Like myself.
You seem a bit nervous.
How often do you work out?
Almost every day.
Okay, so you're a professional.
No.
When it comes to working out, amateur when it comes to running.
Every day that I get on the internet, I feel a little bit older. See, I'm only 29 years old, but every time I get on the internet, it's like I find out about a new word that everybody knows, but I know nothing about it. So the other day I was scrolling on TikTok and I seen this new phrase of this dude talking about something called cold approaching. And I was like, okay, maybe he's talking about doing elevator pitches to, you know, business owners, or he's trying to sell a course, or he's trying to sell some type of product or something like that. That's usually what a cold approach is in my head.
Nah, bro, that's not what it is. It's when you talk to a John, no choosing signal out the gates. You see her someplace, you like, all right, I'm gonna go talk to her. That's a cold approach right there. It's crazy, bro. Like, it's just so easy for me to know that, and it's so normal. I'm like, oh yeah, that's a cold approach. You feel me? But he's somebody who's actually lived in the real world before this internet thing was really that crazy. You feel me? So he's like, bro, what are y'all talking about? I can't even blame him, bro. I can't even blame him. Taekwondo once said the same thing.
Hey, it just consists of walking up to a stranger. They don't know who you are. You don't know who they are, but you're walking up to them and you're trying to sell them something. But the cold approach that this brother was talking about was cold approaching women. Now, I never thought about approaching women as a cold approach. You know what I mean? I just thought they were just approaches. But the more I went down the rabbit hole of finding out what a cold approach is, I'm like, oh, this is an actual thing that dudes are doing. Like, the dude even went so far to say some dudes use the story method. And I'm like, what the hell is a story method? So replying to a girl's story is actually a whole method.
Yeah.
Something that I knew was a thing. I just didn't know it was like a method.
These are metas. Like, hey, bro, you using the story meta, using the cold approach meta, bro. What are you doing? Like, yo, gang, why are we gamifying this up? You know what I'm saying? We just need to get out there and live, bro.
I didn't know it was an approach. I didn't know it was like some type of science behind this stuff. Like, I had no idea. Don't get me wrong. Some of the advice that I found on this cold approach stuff, some of it is very good advice. Some of this advice only works for certain people. So it's hard for the average man to apply this stuff when trying to approach women. Now, before we get into this video, I know there's going to be some guys that say in my comments, look, man, in 2025, you shouldn't be telling guys to approach women. Look, man, some dudes still like girls. They still will encounter a girl they like.
Yeah, like, come on, bro. What do you want us to do? Give up? Like, come on, gang. It's like, yeah, let's stop approaching women 2025. Like, my nigga, come on, bro. Your best friend rate be your hand, bro, for all of eternity. Like, come on, bro. Stop. I'm not trying to be like you, big brother. us guys who still out there in that field, you know what I'm saying, we gonna watch this video.
They don't go through life with a chip on their shoulder, and once they get in contact with a woman, need to know how to conduct themselves, and that's what this video is for. Because believe it or not, men are really nervous to talk to women nowadays, especially because women's rejection in 2025 is not like the rejection of back in the day. Like nowadays, if you slide into a girl's DM, she might post that shit on her close friends.
Realize the most scariest thing to do as a man, I want to say, is approaching women. I remember the first time I ever approached a girl on college campus, bro. I remember I was sweating, my butt was clenched, bro. I was literally panicking.
It's never that deep, brother. It's never that deep. I ain't gonna lie, the first approach I ever made, I was stuttering like a hoe, you know what I'm saying? I was shaking, I was sweating, I ain't gonna lie, but clenched cheeks, bro. You didn't even need to tell us that. That's crazy. What? How does your joint just do that, like, automatically, bro? Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? But I'd like to say, bro, I've grown a long way, man. Can we just give myself a round of applause, man? Because I was once in this man's shoes, bro. You know what I'm saying? The first approach, it was real bad. I couldn't even get a word out. Heart beating, boy. I'm hot. I'm sweating badly. Now, I might just get that first little, you know what I'm saying? What's it called? My heart drop. I still keep going, though. My voice is real consistent, real steady now, and I could get a word out. It's amazing. Who would have thought, bro? The more you try, the more you get. You feel me? So I'm gonna keep on trying.
My mind, the whole time, right? You think it's a big deal in your mind, but when you actually go approach the girl and you realize, oh, this is a regular person. That's how to be polite, introduce myself. Like, it's just really simple. But I feel like your mind works is so weird. Like, it's worse in your mind than it is in reality. I've noticed that in life. Like, in everything I'm panicking about, once I do it.
See, most of y'all already know I'm a married man, so I had to tap into my archives and my memory to give y'all some game today. Listen, I just want to say this off the bat. You can't take advice from everybody online. For one, a lot of them can't actually use that advice. The perfect example of that is Fit X Fearless. He sit here and he tells dudes how to approach women and how to be confident, but then when he approaches women, it sounds like this.
How you doing?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
What's your name?
Sophia.
Sophia. Where you from?
Born in Moscow.
Moscow?
Yes.
What are you doing in Miami?
Just trying to do some stuff.
Trying to do Really?
See, this really? That was bad. I was ready to say, this approach ain't even too bad, but he tried like play that role like he the most alpha male alive. You know what I'm saying? When really he just not, bro. You feel me? Everybody gonna tell you what they think you should do, but they not living by their own advice, bro. Me included, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to improve so I could be the boy that y'all look towards, and I really got the skills to back it up. You feel me?
You visiting?
No, I actually live here.
Oh, really?
Live here, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You just moved?
Oh, wow. Like, come on, bro.
Long story, but I lived here for...
What does this have to do with getting her number? What does this have to do with it, bro? To getting them cheeks. What does this have to do with it? You got to come in knowing your intention too, bro. You don't want to just be talking, bro, because this right now is giving best friend, gay best friend. My nigga. You know what I'm saying? You never want to get here. Never want to get here. That's why most people compliment, because you get your intentions known straight out the gate. Oh, yeah, I think you beautiful. I ain't gonna lie. You stole my heart just now. Can I have it back? Yeah, I just can't ask for my heart back. Like, it's crazy. You probably don't even know what you did to me. That's why I had to come let you know. What's your name, by the way? I gotta know who, you know what I'm saying? Just ruined my life. Like, oh my God, bro. Like, when I'm not even trying, like, it'd be the best, bro. Oh my goodness.
Lauderdale, now I'm back here again, but...
Okay, how come to move?
Breakup.
Breakup?
For the best.
Damn.
For the better.
And this might be the stars aligning then,
Oh,
right?
yeah, for sure.
Really? So what do you do for fun?
See, even this is just like, he's just like, this is what you have to do. You have to go out there and find out what works and what doesn't. You have to try. So I commend him for trying, bro. You feel me? I just don't like when he be coming on the net talking about, yeah, bro, I never get rejected. I'm the best man alive. Listen to me, bro. Like, come on, gang. You know what I'm saying? Humble yourself. But he really just doing it for the net. I feel like he really know who he is. Like, every time somebody meet him in person, he be real humble, real nice. So he playing that role for the internet, trying to get that bag. I cannot hate on you, man. Do your thing, bro.
Currently, I was doing insurance, but I'm kind of like more heading towards the real estate route. So I do that and then modeling, but not only OnlyFans, just modeling.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
like
cool.
Commercial and stuff like that. Yeah.
Where you heading to now?
I was actually gonna go to the mall.
Okay.
Yeah.
You seem like a cool person.
Yeah.
We should hang out.
I have a boyfriend.
Okay.
Like,
No worries. Thank you.
First of all, if she got a boyfriend, she should not be having a conversation for that long.
No
all right?
cap.
And fellas, make sure your ladies notice. Sometimes women mistake being friendly with sitting in the game for too long. He's clearly sitting there trying to get to know you as a stranger. And if he never asked about your boyfriend, if he never asked, if he was a little bit smooth on getting your contact information, you probably would have gave it to him. That was way too much conversation. Lady.
Yeah.
But the main thing I want you guys to peep from that interaction, didn't it feel like an interview? Like he's answering questions before she's even done finishing her sentence.
Yeah.
It's just super like calculated. Nothing about it felt fun. It didn't feel like this was a
On the
great
fly
interaction.
experience in the moment.
How are you? I think you're very attractive. Where are you from? Okay. How long have you been here? Okay, cool. Can I see you again? What's your number? Like, what is this? A business transaction? Like, nigga, slow down. Breathe. Like, breathe. But then some of these dudes that's giving y'all advice are just genetically blessed. So you really got to be careful trying to repeat what they do. Perfect example of this is King 68.
You got to hop in that pool? Are you going to get pool? Yeah, let's go. What you not born ready? I was born ready.
Yeah, I'm going to get my sandals from in there, and I'm going to go in the pool.
I'm going to give you 2 minutes.
All right, you can time me.
I have a friend.
Crazy.
Where? Around here.
Okay.
Yeah, go find it.
So you just set up a 2-man. I gotta go somewhere.
Okay, okay.
I got shit to do. You know what I'm saying? You do that though. That's you though.
100%.
That's you.
A dude like King 6'8", he doesn't even have to try. All the dude has to do is just walk in the room. He's 6'8", and his parents blessed him. Not everybody can watch his videos and be like, oh, I'm about to duplicate that. See, me, I've been on both sides. I've been the friend that people looked over. Maybe my homies had more sauce than me at the time. And then I've been the friend to attract a lot of attention and have people walk up to me. But there's one core thing that I always stick to, and it usually worked in my favor, no matter what position I played at that time in my life. But before we get into that, I need y'all to take some pressure off of the interactions that you may have with a woman. Like all this strategizing and trying to do the play-by-plays in your head of how you're going to handle the situation. You got to slow that stuff down. That's the first issue. You're watching all of these TikToks, all of these YouTube videos.
That just, bro, I ain't even gonna lie. I think I already know what he gonna say. It just makes you real anxious. It places it up in your head. It makes it feel way more important than it really is. Well, all you doing in the moment is just experiencing, bro. Experiencing and seeing if there's a vibe there. That's never been a crime, bro. It don't gotta go perfect. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta have everything figured out. You don't even know if you like the joint yet. You just know she bad. You don't even know her name, gang. Why are you thinking that far ahead? Why are we thinking that far ahead? Why am I doing that? Because I'll be doing that a whole lot, and I ain't even gonna lie to you. You feel me? Talking about, oh, we're in the gym. Should I even approach her while we're in the gym? It's like, come on, gang. Worry about all that later, bro. As long as you come respectful, you know what I'm saying? You gonna do what you do, and she gonna say what she gonna say. It's not in your control, bro. The only thing that is in your control is how you move and how you act. So we gotta start moving like that. Stop trying to control the whole ordeal. It's like, oh yeah, I gotta get her to give me her number. Well, I'm gonna go see if she want to give me her number. Like, that's it, bro. That's it right there. You know what I'm saying? I want to see if she want to get to know me. If she want to date. Simple.
And then you go out.
Because if she do, she'll meet you halfway. You don't gotta do too much, bro. That's why a lot of people is like, oh yeah, only go after girls that show you interest. When it's like, okay, I feel you on that. But you just gotta get comfortable just shooting at her, regardless, bro. To the point where when there is one showing you the signs, throwing you that attention, you already know what to do, brother. You know what I'm saying? You already comfortable in that game, bro. You prepare for this. All them shots, that's what that was for.
And you try to apply it, and now the anticipation is making you nervous, or you're constantly trying to remember your lines of what you've seen in the video. A dude that's walking up to a stranger, that is a lot. So it makes sense on why you're nervous. You're literally practicing an act. You're trying to go out and go be something that you're not. You're trying to sell something that you're really not. So go to the core of the issue instead of faking it.
Hi.
How's your day going?
Good. How's your day going?
Pretty swole. like myself.
You seem a bit
Jesus, bro.
nervous.
I don't.
Man, bro. No, I'm pretty sure this is a skit. He's trolling right now, but if this was real, bro, golly, like, it's crazy. But me, it feels probably, if this was really how he is trying to talk to a girl, this feels like the whole world collapsing for him. But me as somebody just watching, I'm like, oh, this bull crazy. Anyway, what am I going to eat for dinner tonight? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why it really doesn't matter that much, bro, in the moment. Like, if you watched your own film of you approaching a joint, you'll probably be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't that bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? But when you in that moment, it feels like everything, bro. But it's not. You got to realize that. Especially other people's perceptions of you. Like, what is me saying this nigga got no game? What does that really do to his life, bro? It's not like he get electrocuted or something. Every time I talk bad about him, like, he's still alive doing his thing, bro. He still got more life to live. Because we all gonna go to rest one day. So we might as well live while we can.
I talk to women often. This is actually my way of like practicing.
Oh, really?
Probably not the best ideal solution, for being honest.
What's your name?
Kaysen, but they call me Monster Arms. Because, that was a bad joke. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yo, nah, that video was funny. I ain't gonna lie. But I kind of felt bad for the dude or whatever, because it's like, if you never been in that position of just being nervous, but you don't want to be nervous, you won't understand. But the fact that he was like pushing himself through it, I commend that. You know what I mean? But the laughing to straight facing or the talking to straight facing was mad funny. The secret to talking to women is there is no secret. You never want to get women solely off of game. And when I say game, I mean having these cheesy pickup lines. Having game is all about your execution. It's not all about having the right words. Because game can get you the number, but charisma will keep her interested. But how do you gain charisma without trying, right? Let's go back to my first point.
Okay.
You must release the pressure. All right? Women are just human beings, just like you and me. Even if she's pretty, she's still just a human. Crazy, right? She's still a human. She get musty when she work out, and she take a dookie when her stomach is hurting, just like you. But the problem is, y'all put so much focus on how to...
I ain't want to have to think about that imagery, but you're right, bro. I needed to hear that. Thanks for that. I'm gonna try to forget that, though. Thank you, though.
Approach women that you don't even realize in your head, you're preparing for this as if it's game day, as if it's a championship game. And the reason why that's a problem, you're pedestalizing a stranger, somebody that you don't even know if they bring real benefits to your life. If you want to get better at talking to women, it's simple. Focus on talking to strangers. Don't focus on talking to women. Focus on talking to strangers. Just random people, the lady or the man at the cashier register. Instead of just checking out, say one or two extra words like, how's your day going? You about to clock out soon? Oh no, I got 5 hours. Well, you got it. Yeah, I'm trying. Check out and leave. Practice talking to strangers, men and women, attractive people and unattractive people. Having small talk and knowing when to exit. Let me give you some keys to get anyone to like you. Number 1, greet people with a smile. Not an awkward smile that seems extremely forced, because forced energy is felt. But just get used to greeting people with smiles. When you're walking throughout your neighborhood, smile and wave. Hey, how you doing? I mean, just get used to your wave or your greeting comes with a smile as well. It might feel a little weird at first.
You got to train that joint.
Hey, how you doing? No, you ain't got to do all that. Just, hey,
just be like, I'm going to watch this video back. Let me know if this move, like, oh, what's going on? How you doing? Like, you straight? That felt cringe as hell, bro. I don't know how I looked on the cam, but we gonna see. Y'all let me know, man.
You know, a smile brightens up the vibe. Try it. Next time you walk into the grocery store and the lady that works in Walmart says, welcome to Walmart, just look over and say, hey, how you doing? And just keep it pushing. There's something about a smile. It is infectious. It brings up other people's moods when they see you. I guarantee if you do this to 5 people a day, just greeting people with a smile, becoming excited to see strangers because you can greet somebody. That's your goal, is to greet a lot of people. So instead of seeing people as scary strangers, no, you're looking forward to lightening up somebody's day by just smiling and waving. And I guarantee that you're gonna see a change in their facial reactions because your smile made them want to smile. Second, I know people say don't break eye contact, but too much eye contact can be very awkward, especially when you are forcing the eye contact.
Yeah.
You're not that comfortable in a conversation. You telling yourself, keep the eye contact, will make you come off very weird. There are moments in a conversation that eye contact is very important. And the best ways to know these moments is when you're trying to put emphasis on what you're saying. For example, if somebody asks you something like where are you from? Like, let's just say this is the person right here, right? Well, I'm actually originally from New York. I was born and raised in Staten Island, but honestly, I love Atlanta though.
Yeah.
Something about just being around so much black success. It just makes me feel at home when I'm here, you know? See, I didn't sit there and say, well, I'm originally from New York and I was raised in Staten Island, and that just feels like way too much damn pressure.
Yeah, bro.
Like an interview.
Especially when it's a man, I'm like, golly, this feel like a little sus. Stop looking at me, bro. But when it's a joint, I be too nervous. But that's really only because I care about like whether she think I look good or not. But you feel me? It don't change how I look in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Whether or not she thinks something about me, I still look how I look. I'm gonna just decide for myself that I look good. I do it every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, you a handsome nigga, bro. Why you still got no hoods? You feel me? So yeah, bro.
If it's that,
I do be forcing the eye contact too sometimes, but it's like it just feels natural to look away sometimes. Like that's how it be. But like if I look away too much and then I only like come back to look at you, you know what I'm saying, when I'm done talking, and then you start talking to me and then I look away again, it's like, all right, gang. Like, come on, bro. You gotta do a little better than that. But luckily I'm not there anymore. I'm a little better at it.
that kind of conversation where you are that comfortable off rip, then by all means. But if you're not comfortable with extreme eye contact, I hear dudes say, oh, he broke eye contact. Never look at the ground. If your words have meaning and you're not just hitting one of these the whole conversation, but what I'm trying to get to y'all is that it's okay to break the plane a little bit to look like you're thinking, and then you hit them with an impact. Especially if you're flirting. The next thing, do not stare at your phone when you're talking to people. And again, this goes for everybody, for every interaction you have.
Yep.
Your phone just keeps vibrating, your phone keeps ringing while somebody is talking to you. You're in the interaction, let it be known. My bad. My mom, she just keeps calling. Let me see what she want. And then by the time you put your phone down, let it be real brief, real quick, unless it's an emergency or something like that. And then repeat the last thing that person said and say, I'm sorry, you can continue. You were saying blase, blase, blase. That tells them that, oh, wow, that was really considerate, that you're actually listening.
Yeah.
You know, although something interrupted the conversation, you was able to repeat.
He really giving the game, like the step-by-step game. He said, fuck the women for a second, my nigga. It's like when they have you do some dumb shit when you try to like learn karate. He like, hey, first, before we learn that karate, bro, you know what I'm saying, you gonna stir this, you know what I'm saying, this elixir, my nigga, just to get your wrist strength up. It's like, bro, what the fuck? Like, what are you having me do, bro? But sometimes you gotta go back to the basics, you feel me? And it's all going to prepare you one day for what you really need to do. You know what I'm saying? It's all gonna make sense one day.
Back what I said as if you was actually interested in what I was saying. That's a very rare thing, because some people just sit there and act like they're listening, and the other person that's talking feels like, is this person even listening, or am I forcing them to listen to me? Which takes me to my next thing. A lot of people just want to talk about themselves. Again, if you remember these things, people will really like talking to you. People really just like talking about themselves. If you're a little bit nervous of talking, it is okay. Because more than likely, that person actually wants to talk about themselves. And mastering getting somebody to talk about themselves is all you need to be able to talk to any.
Listen, you gotta listen, brother. You know what I'm saying? Ask open-ended questions too. Indeed.
Anybody in any situation. Any situation. I mean, if this is talking to a woman, if this is talking to a random dude at the gym, whatever. If you don't know what to talk about, or you feel a little bit weird on the inside, treat this person like a book, okay? Treat them like a book. Tap into their story. Your job is to know what questions to ask. Once they give you a little bit about themselves, use whatever that main thing was and dive into it deeply. For an example, hey, how you doing? What's your name? Oh, my name is whatever. Oh, where you from? Oh, I'm from Ghana. Ghana? What you doing all the way out here? Oh, I'm here because, you know, I'm an IT student or whatever. So now you could go into the IT student.
What got you into that?
Well, how long have you been an IT student? What are you in school for? That's a boring conversation. Let's go back to Ghana. because there's some interest there that I actually have. Therefore, I can have a real conversation with this person about where they're from. Where are you from? Ghana? How long have you been out here? Oh, I've been out here for 3 years. So which one do you like better? You like it better in Atlanta or you like it better in Ghana? I like it way better in Ghana. Well, why? What you like about Ghana? Why you like Ghana more? Oh, it's just the things we can do. Like, you know, we can do so many things and we can. You're going deeper in making this person talk about something that is close to them. Yeah, I mean, all you're doing is making them talk. And by you listening, not forcing the next question, no, flowing to the next question. When you looked at Fearless X, it seemed like he had his whole conversation scripted. When it comes to
he's trying to remember.
When it comes to conversations with other people, you got to be quick on your feet. The easiest way to be quick on your feet is not to force a result. You're just having a conversation with a person. So if you can master getting people to talk about themselves, people will love to talk to you. Because believe it or not, a lot of people want to talk about themselves, but they feel like people don't really care to hear it. So when you finally meet somebody that's asking you questions and it's deeper than surface level stuff, it's like, wow, I couldn't wait for somebody to ask me about this. Like, you're helping this person tap into happy memories and stuff like that. Remember this, most people will not remember what you say. They will remember how you made them feel. By making somebody open up or talk about themselves, you made this person feel comfortable and safe to express themselves. That is a very rare feeling that, again, you can give that to a dude that's in the gym. You could give that to a old lady in the parking lot. You could give that to a homeless man that's sitting on the curb. People will volunteer information, and all you got to do is just go deeper into that thing as if you're reading the book. But the key to it is becoming interested in other people. You have to actually become interested in people. You can practice this with your mom, asking her things about her past, you know, about her childhood. You can practice this with your sister. You can practice this with your dad. You can practice this with your brother, with your grandparent. You can practice this with people that you're comfortable with. Just asking the right questions to make people open up. Now, this part right here seems very easy, but it's very important and it's very rare. Remembering somebody's name, and this is something that I struggle with. People love to hear their name. You'd be surprised how many times somebody was asked their name and then they never called their name by that person. They just told their name.
Yeah.
Because honestly,
I just don't call niggas by their name, bro. It's just no point. You know what I'm saying? It just feels weird, like going out of your way. Oh, hey, what's up, bro? Bro just works way better. Hey, what's up, Kevin? How you doing, man? Like, fuck, what I need to say your name for?
Asked because they wanted a foot.
Besides when I'm like, yo, bro, yo, and I call you by your name, it's like, all right, that's different.
Door. Let's just say the woman's name is Diana or something. Hey, how you doing? What's your name? Oh, my name Diana. Okay, Diana, where you from? Throughout the conversation, you're throwing little Dianas in there.
Yeah.
Oh, Diana, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, people love to hear their name because now it takes you from being a stranger to I actually know this person. Yeah. This does not only apply to women. Let's just say it's somebody that works at the register at your gym. The dude's name is John. Hey, how you doing, John? Again, these are good practices. So nobody's faking when you have these approaches when you're talking to women. This is naturally how you are as a person. Now I know what you're thinking. Well, Ty, these things are way too friendly. I'm gonna wind up in the friend zone if I do these things when I'm trying to talk to women. The point is for you to become more comfortable just treating women like
bro.
People, but how
you got stir the elixir first, bro, but we gonna get into the, you know what I'm saying, the martial arts very soon, I feel like.
Treat people. Use those tools to improve how you treat people and how people perceive you. When you talk to women, it's going to be easy to get through the first door of making her feel comfortable. Now, see, once you master just having these conversations with a pretty woman, with an unattractive woman, guys, with just strangers in general, once you master this, you get comfortable with yourself, you can throw in the subtle flirts because you know how to flow in conversation. Flowing in conversation comes first before the macking. In my opinion, this is how macking should sound. Let's go back to that person that's from Ghana. Let's just say that's an attractive woman and she's from Ghana. Oh, where are you from? Ghana? Well, what's some cool things I could do out there? Because I might have to make a trip if they got attractive women like yourself. Things I could do out there.
That's hard.
How I kept
That's
flowing.
hard.
I threw that in there. I find you attractive, I seize you, and I want you. But I didn't sit there like, I find you attractive because I find you attractive. And then leaving it up to her to respond. Most people do not know how to respond to compliments. And I ain't gonna hold you, I'm one of them. It's kind of like, all right, thank you. Where do we go from this? So your job is to throw that in there, to let her know that there is an attraction there, and then keep flowing. because it's already in her mind that, okay, this is not a
So should I not say in my approach, my initial approach, oh, I think you beautiful. I ain't gonna lie. Or I could just be like, yo, I was wondering what your name was, because I can't keep calling you beautiful in my mind all day. What was your name, by the way? That's clean. That look get clean right there. I might do that, bro. I just, you know what I'm saying? I just bless myself, bro. Shout out my nigga Ty.
regular conversation.
Damn.
This is not just a regular conversation. This might be a dude that's also trying to get to know me. Then you continue the conversation. Key to the conversations is being able to flow and peep the vibes. And while you're in the conversation, you're seeing if she's giving any flirty vibes back. Some women won't come out and just call you handsome right off the bat. Sometimes her body language will tell you what's on her mind. Like, is both of her knees facing you while y'all sitting at the bar? Especially after you just gave her a compliment. How active is she in the conversation, knowing that you just showed a sign of interest? Because again, you don't have to jump the ball of flirting extra hard to see whether or not she's interested. That's putting too much pressure on yourself. Remember, treat her like a person. So if both of her knees are facing you, that tells you that her focus is in your direction. Even if she's showing a little bit of, you know, trying to be a little hard to get, she's still showing you through her body language she's interested. She's interested on what's going on in this direction. Or some women might even try to play it tough, but time does not lie. So if you're sitting there and you're having a conversation with her, asking her about herself, and let's just say she's face forward, but still looking at you and talking back to you, asking you questions about yourself, and you look up like, damn, we've been sitting and talking 5 to 10 minutes. Even though she's not flirting with me extremely hard, she did just give me her time.
Yeah.
Without looking for an exit.
I ain't even gonna lie, I be misconstruing that joint like, oh, they just trying to be nice to me. Or maybe they just bored. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's why they entertaining me right now. But hey, bro, you gotta be delusional, my boy. Oh yeah, bro. She wouldn't be talking to me this long if she ain't even, at least, you know what I'm saying, wonder something about me. You know what I'm saying? Let me keep pushing. You feel me? Let me get that definitive yes or no. My nigga, I'm gonna keep doing me regardless.
Conversation, which tells you, okay, there might be some interest here. The reason why you want to peep all of these things, because it'll tell you whether or not you should continue the conversation or you should
cut
end the
that
conversation
joint off
and walk away. Because you never want to be that dude that's forcing a conversation just because you want her number so bad. So let me give you a moment of when you should walk away. Let's just say there's a girl, she's standing at the bar. I keep using the bar as an example. And you say something you know you could talk about. You might walk over there and say,
she don't even look at you, my nigga. You look very beautiful, I ain't gonna lie. Thank you. Like, never mind, you have a good day though. I just wanted to say that you have a good day. Like,
about her drink.
Godly, like, you're not even gonna acknowledge my existence. If I keep pressing in that scenario, Jesus Christ, bro.
You might say something like, damn, what kind of drink is that? I might need to get me one of those. And she says, a passion fruit, mad fast, and then gets back on her phone. Do not continue that. She's seen you, she acknowledged you, and she did not make effort in the conversation continuing. Especially if she grabs her phone and just keeps scrolling. Yeah, no. You don't want to have a conversation with somebody like that. That's just like walking into a store that looks real nice on the outside, but realizing that there's nobody working at the registers. I want to show you an example of a dude that's approaching women, and he's just treating them like humans. He's literally treating these conversations like regular conversations. And depending on the vibe is where he goes with it.
Okay.
I know you're working out. I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I just want to say you're very pretty. Thank you. What's your name?
Okay, so he did use that method. Okay, he just came right out the gate with the beautiful. You pretty? Okay. Okay, so I could keep that one in the back pocket. All right, bet. Let's see.
I saw you out here running. I'm like, look at her get it on.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
How often? All right, so how often do you come out here and run? First of all,
I've just started.
So the topic in this interaction is running. That is obviously something that he can talk about because he sees it's happening. It's not going to be something that it comes off too strong. It's something that's currently happening. They both most likely run or walk or whatever because they're out there. Now, I mean, so he's using that as the conversation starter. Now, I mean,
right.
the icebreaker. Let's talk about running. We can sit here and talk about so many.
I ain't even realize I was blocking my boy. I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna go up top for a second. I ain't never did this before. Hold on. Let me go to the side. Matter of fact, okay. Let's keep it going, brother.
Running. We can sit here and talk about so many different aspects of running, but that's the angle because it's obvious. Now, I mean, his His approach was, "You're pretty." Now, I mean, he let it be known off rip. You know what I mean? But he continued.
Yeah. So it ain't okay.
Like, yeah, so you know, when can I see
So it ain't nothing wrong with that right there. Okay. I'm taking notes. All right, let me know something.
Again, like what? Now hold up.
You could obviously get more creative. Like the more you do it and the better you get, the more comfortable. You know what I'm saying? The more experience you get, more juice is flowing in your mind. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. So yeah, let me see something about that.
Hold on, brother. You let it be known you thought she was pretty. Now, conversation. Just treat her like a person. All right? Test the waters. See the vibe. Because you don't want to make a woman feel uncomfortable. If she's not feeling you, you'll feel it. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, learning how to run. So.
What's your goal?
I just want to do a 5K.
Oh, so you actually caught me on a day that I'm walking, because usually you would have seen
He's
me
going
right
deeper
past you.
and deeper
Really?
into
So I usually
walking.
come out here and I'm just starting to warm up, right? And I'll run like 2 miles.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I've never done a 5K, but I want to.
Yeah?
Yes.
I mean, I've never done one either, but I heard it's not super hard.
It's not, and plus, you know, it's all levels. You know,
Yeah.
people walk, jog part of the way and stuff like that. So you got it. Trust me. I feel like you're into fitness, you know, so I can tell you work out and stuff like that.
Thanks.
So yeah.
Yeah, but running's a whole different.
That's hard. I like the way he did that. He brought it all around. You could tell, like, bro, he was just in the moment freestyling. He ain't prepared none of that, bro. But still, he got to the Baja. Shout out my boy.
You are, yeah. Trust me.
Now is the time to, no, I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to interrupt you for the rest of your, you know what I'm saying? I would like you to get back to running eventually, so I'm gonna digress and see myself out. But before I did, I just wanted to see if I could get your phone number. I would love to pick this up another time. Simple.
And still not. And then there are sometimes I see people out here running so many miles and they don't really look like they can. I'm like, oh my God.
Listen, so running is a different fitness in itself.
Yeah.
And I realize that because I work out every day. I'm not gonna say I'm new to running, but like I've been running.
See, this joint kind of dragging. Like, she was mid-run, you feel me? But then again, if the convo flowing, if she giving you some, hey, take what you can get, my brother.
Well, maybe like
I ain't mad at you.
Okay.
And I had to force myself to get into it. You know what I'm saying? So like, but once I got into it, I fell in love with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I do it. If I don't, it's
All right. So
See, she don't really care. She like, yeah. I feel like that's what Tyree said.
right here. This is funny. But right here, if you pay attention, her facial expression has changed from smiling to straight face. Yeah. So this is the moment where you realize, okay, she's clearly responding back. She's pretty friendly. Yeah, I mean, let me see if I could get some type of contact information or give her my contact information. So that's when you kind of throw in that, well, I don't want to stop you from, I don't want to stop you from your run. I see you got a lot more miles to run, be a little funny with it. But let me give you my number in case you ever need a running partner. And more than likely,
That's her.
Okay, cool. Because it ain't nothing for them to take your number. And I know some dudes is not going to agree with that. But the reason why I used to like that approach.
Because, bro, that's how you know they being for real. If you give them your number and they text you out of nowhere, they could be bored, but my nigga don't see it that way. Oh yeah, she want me, bro. I'm in there. Indeed. You feel me? That's all you need to be thinking, bro. Especially, bro, because you gave them the number out of nowhere. They don't got no incentive to text you, bro. So obviously they thought about you. They said, oh, let me see what he's on. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's smooth right there. I don't know if I'm gonna start doing that. I gotta learn how to integrate that into my game. You feel me?
It's because I'm not trying to be on your line if you don't want to hear from me. I approached you. Now let me know that it's mutual by hitting me. And if you never hear from her again, cool.
to a point now where if I don't do it, I feel some type of way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you'll get there. You'll get there. How often do you work out?
Almost every day.
Dang, boy, you doing too much. Oh my God. Man, bro, come on, bro. How often do you work out? At this rate, it's finna be never. You talking to me for so long. Like, let me get back to my thing, man.
Okay, so you're a professional when it comes to working out, amateur when it comes to running.
See, that was a little bit too much talking. Like, he wasn't really picking up on her cues that she was ready to go. He got enough conversation. Treat her just like a human because she is a human. If what he wants to get is her information, get her information and let her continue her run. Let her continue her walk. Or just be happy with the fact that you approached her. Every interaction that you have with a woman
That's
does not
huge.
have to be you getting something out of it. You could just compliment her. In fact, the more you just compliment women, the more comfortable you'll be with approaching women. Sometimes it could just be a. Hey,
I've been spamming that method. I ain't gonna hold you. I've been like, no, you very beautiful, by the way. I just had to say that. Like, you know, I don't even ask their name. You have a good day. Like, you know, so I just bow out after that, John, bro. That'd be, you know, that's a method right there too.
How you doing? I just want to let you know you are really beautiful. Make sure y'all get home safe tonight. Now, I mean, something real simple. And then just keep it pushing. She's going to say, oh, thanks. And that's that.
And she might, hey, my nigga, if she fucking with you, she might be like, that's it? You're not going to say nothing else? That's all you wanted to say to me? Like, that's how you know you in there, player, you know?
There's not going to be nothing crazy. She's not going to be, oh, what? Like, nah. And the first time you do it, it might feel weird for you if you're not used to it. But the more you do it, the more you realize there's literally no impact. There's no real impact. By complimenting somebody and keeping it pushing, it just boosts your confidence and makes them feel good too. Who cares?
Today we finna cold approach, and pretty much I'm gonna show y'all how to cold approach a girl in public. Find some, you know what I'm saying, some fine shit. She's at me right now because I'm just in my neighborhood. I see a chick. Hold up. Excuse me.
Sorry.
How you doing?
Hi.
What's your name?
Cassidy.
Harry. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. What you up to?
See, at this point, she don't even know your intentions, brother. This kind of creepy, my boy. You said you tried to hide the phone so you wasn't looking sketchy. You sounding sketchy, my brother. You feel me? You should have let, you know what I'm saying, said something to be like, oh, you look very beautiful, by the way. I just, you know what I'm saying? I don't mean to stop you. I don't do this often, but you look too good to pass up on. You know what I'm saying? Indeed.
Back to my
Brothers, pacing is everything. Like,
this nigga is in a rush. Like, he gotta go to work after this vid, bro. Like, no cap. You could just hear it in the voice.
it is everything in a conversation. Imagine if somebody walked up to you and say, hey, how you doing? I live in a neighborhood. What's your name?
That's crazy.
Ty. Okay, well, what you up to? Where you going? Doesn't that sound like you're talking to the police?
That's so
Pacing is
creepy.
everything. Treat this conversation like it's a regular conversation. Now, I mean, when you're talking super fast like this, it kind of like, it puts a lot of pressure on the conversation, and it seems like you're trying to get something. Like, it just seems a little bit, you know, like, bro, just ease up. Like, just relax, breathe.
Yeah.
Cool. Are you from here or?
Yeah, I am.
You seem interesting, so I just wanted to stop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. How old are you? 26. Okay.
Yeah.
That's my age. Yeah.
You slowing down.
Yeah.
I'm 24.
Oh, 24.
Yeah.
Oh, I've lived in Mass my whole life. I've lived in Cambridge.
This angle is crazy.
What are you up
though.
to for the rest of the day?
No cap.
Preparing for like a party tomorrow, so that's why I have alcohol.
But yeah.
Awesome.
Disqualified, he said.
Maybe it's how it's edited.
Oh no, I just don't know how to like record this shit, bro. Because it's like,
Again, he just talked to her like she was a regular person. I don't even think he got the number. To, hey, how you doing? She gave him a subject. He went in on the subject. That's all it is. It is literally talking to another human being. If there's flirty vibes there, then you go into the flirty vibes. If there's no flirty vibes there, get out of there. But dudes will see no cues, no verbal cues of her being interested, and still force the situation. Making it awkward for both of y'all. I want you guys to remember this. Rejection.
I gotta remember that method right there. I'm like, yo, I'm already here, so I'm gonna ask my question regardless. You know what I'm saying? Let me drag myself back, by the way. Get back to where we need to be. You know,
is a part of life in everything that you do. I want you guys to get used to rejection, but it's all about your perception of the rejection, and that will determine how it impacts you. Like, for example, if you go to a job interview and you don't get the job, you could look at that like, dang, man, like, I'm not good enough to get this job, or I'm just not. Or you could look at it like, well, I'm glad he didn't lie to me and hire me and be on my back the whole time because he really didn't like me off the rip. Maybe that just wasn't the employer for you. And sometimes when you get rejected by a woman, like the woman that doesn't really give you any attention while you're trying to talk to her, do you really want to continue on with the woman that is horrible in conversations or doesn't really care about what you got to say? Sometimes it's a blessing in disguise. Remember, you walked up because the outside of the store looks good. You went inside the store just to find out there's no employees there. You should probably walk out. Don't be mad that there's no employees there. Nah, just be glad that you're not spending your money there. No point intended. Remember what you bring to the table. The more you become the man within yourself, the less it hurts when other people don't show mutual interest in you. I want you to always remember
Didn't
this.
I say
if
that, bro?
misses out on collecting $1 billion, that's
okay. I wonder if that stopped my recording. I certainly hope it didn't. But if you already know who you is, bro, I'm gonna keep it real brief this time. If you already know who you is, nothing that anybody say about you could ever affect you, bro.
their loss, not the person giving the $1 billion. If you know what you bring to the table, don't be mad that somebody didn't want to sit at your golden table.
The reason why y'all be so nervous to approach women is because y'all be going up to women to see if they like you, when you should be going up to women to see if you like her. Why do you care if somebody you don't know likes you or not? Why are you giving them that much power? For all you know, you probably don't even want them to like you. They may be crazy, they may be psycho, they may not add anything to your life, but you going up to her to see if she likes you and you don't even know her. Let's think about it like this. Let's say you a head coach of a football team that won plenty of national championships. Would you be nervous to go up and recruit a 5-star? No, because you know you gonna win national championships whether they in your life or whether they out your life. So you looking at them like, this is really a blessing towards you, and I just want to see if you can add to the empire that I already built. Now, what does that look like in real life? If you working out, if you getting money, if you working on your spirituality, if you working on all your LYs, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, financially, and all those things you having up to par, why would you be nervous to talk to somebody? It's a blessing if you even allow them to come into your life.
The main thing that I want you guys to focus on is your communication skills. That's what will help you talk to women. Learning verbal cues, picking up on people's body language, picking up on things that aren't being said. A lot of times people don't want to say that they're uninterested, but you can tell through their body language that they're uninterested.
Yeah.
You could tell by their quick answers that they're uninterested. Not just women, but people in general. The more you talk to people, the easier it is to talk to a woman, because they are also just people. Also, fellas, this is a bonus. Learn how to be a little witty. Learn how to throw a little jokey joke in there every now and then. Nothing brings the pressure down more than a good laugh. Me personally,
especially even if you fumble, you know what I'm saying? If you stutter a little bit, it's like, hold on, let me slow down. I'm going too fast. Like, I just can't wait to get to know you. I ain't gonna lie. Bro, I just thought of that on the fly, bro. Why do I keep doubting myself, bro? Oh my God. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta be, you know what I'm saying, be smooth, you know what I'm saying? Even when you fumble the ball, fumble the rock, you gotta get that joint back and just be smooth with it, like, you know what I'm saying, bro?
I learned most of my comedy growing up watching people like Eddie Murphy, Eddie Griffin, Cat Williams, Chris Tucker, Martin. So it's never really something I have to think about. I just see things in a goofy way. Now, if my timing is right, I can literally shake up the room with laughter, or I can create a smile. And if you could get somebody to laugh, you are in control of creating a positive interaction. And I know these gurus tell y'all, oh, nah, you gotta be serious all the time. But nothing makes somebody more attractive than being able to make somebody laugh. Because who doesn't want a good time? Like, we all got that one friend that they're not good at any sports. They're not good at playing the video games. They're not good at none of that. But it's something about having them around just makes the vibe even better.
Yeah.
Again, this all adds to people just liking you. And the very last point that I'm going to give you guys, because I told you guys how to be interested in other people, how to get people to talk about themselves. So the very last thing is how to be interesting yourself. How to be an interesting person that people want to actually talk to and learn more about. You have to diversify your perspective and your interest. Don't just play the game. Don't just go to the gym. Don't just know your city. No, learn other cultures. You could do that from YouTube. Just watching documentaries on YouTube, just learning about other people's cultures. Reading books is literally a cheat code, because there's so many hidden gems in books that you can repeat that people are going to be interested in. Because
and they gonna think you came up with it. They gonna be like, damn, bro, you know a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then you look even better. You know what I'm saying? I be spamming that method, you know what I'm saying, with the guys. Shout out to guys, bro. I be talking. And when I explain things to my homies that I read in a book, it really goes to show me, yo, I really absorbed this joint. It didn't feel like I did, but I know it now. I love that for myself. It'll make me feel even better too. You feel me? It's just amazing, bro. I really like reading now. I ain't gonna lie. Now that I'm choosing what I can read,
is most likely
it's amazing.
They have not read that book. The point is, don't meet people and try to be interesting or try to be mysterious. No, be interesting. Have a little bit of mystique about you. Don't try to put everything out there in the first date or the first interaction. Save some things for the second date. Now, the end goal for most guys is to get contact information. If it was a good interaction and the flirting was received well, in other words, it didn't seem like she checked out of the conversation every time you compliment her, or she was complimenting you back, definitely ask her for her number so maybe you guys could go do something fun later. And right then and there, when she sends you her number, when she gives you her number, text her your name. Now, if it was more of a friendly vibe and you didn't really get much of a flirty vibe from her, but at the same time it wasn't no pushback, just get her Instagram, get her social media, because maybe you can build on that later on just by being a friend. But now, if it was friendly but there was like no flirting, it wasn't a lot of conversation going on, it wasn't a lot of conversation going back and forth, just like you was asking her questions, she didn't care to ask you nothing back, then don't get her number, okay? Don't get her Instagram, don't get her number, don't get anything. All right, just be okay with you walked up, you approached her. As a man, maybe you gave her a compliment or something, and just get up out of there. But don't force it knowing that the vibe wasn't there. Because now you're just setting yourself up a headache later on. And you never want to be in a situation where you're begging a woman for her contact information. If it feel like it was really a good interaction, give her your number. You already walked up to her, and if she is interested, she will text you. Because you showed your interest by pulling up. You showed your interest by giving her your number. Now it's her turn to show that there's a mutual interest instead of you constantly reaching out. And if she doesn't reach out to you, remember, rejection is a part of life. Or maybe she had a man at home. Anyways, y'all, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe.
Yo, that's a good method right there, bro. My man's, he told me that the other day. He was like, yeah, I gave her my number, bro. I'm like, that joint shook me, but now like I'm just like, yeah, bro, that's low-key the cheat code. So you know if you're really wasting your time, getting your hopes up for no reason, just for them to ghost you on some stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out my boy, man. Shout out Ty Boogie as well, man, for real.
Post notifications. I hope y'all got some gems from this video.
We definitely
There's a lot of stuff that I see circle on the internet. And it's usually by some really young dudes, like their early 20s, sometimes even their teens. Or sometimes it's a dude that's just straight bitter when it comes to women, giving crazy advice. So I wanted to make this whole video for y'all, giving my perspective and what I see works for people.
Shout out my dog, man.
Like button, subscribe button, turn on my post notifications and all that good stuff, man.
W video, man. Shout out Ty Boogie, man. He really just like, he showed me that, bro, it ain't really no standard to live up to. You just gotta be you. You feel me? Go out there and be you. Whoever likes it is gonna like it. Whoever don't. It's part of the game, though, to find the one for you. Indeed. You know what I'm saying? Too much overthinking, that'll ruin your chances entirely because you're not gonna take the situation. Like, you notice a moment when you see it, bro. Like, keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? The more you think, that moment pass, you kind of like, you gotta make sure that moment's still there. You trying to think, make sure the moment's still there. It's just like, bro, just go live in the moment. What happens will happen. You feel me? Let it be what it be. It's not always gonna work out. Like, think about it, bro. Like, if it was so easy to find somebody that you vibe with, it's just like, bro, this shit feel too easy, my nigga. What the hell? And the more you keep at it, the better you get. You really gonna feel like you earned it. And when you got that genuine connection with somebody beyond just, oh yeah, she bad, you know what I'm saying, let me crack, you know what I'm saying, like, why not? Unless that's the type of vibe you on, that's cool. But when you genuinely find a person that is like for you, bro, and loves you for you, it's effortless. Like, you just being yourself and they enjoying that. Like, it don't even feel like you playing no role. No reason to be nervous right there, my brother. So yeah, bro, my main thing, if y'all could take anything away from me, just keep making them approaches, bro. Don't think too hard about it in the moment. Really, that abundance mindset is really what'll like keep you good, bro. Because one situation you like, I'm ready to go to another one in like 5 minutes. So why would I stress about this one? Like, you know what I'm saying? If this don't go good, all right, cool. I get to the next one quicker. You feel me? It's just all about how you see things, bro. The reality doesn't change, but you got to change your perception of reality to keep yourself sane. You feel me? So yeah, that's going to be the video right there. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. I certainly did. My boy Ty Boogie's video. If y'all enjoyed mine, my commentary and reaction to it, then make sure to like the video, comment, and subscribe. Thank y'all for watching. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Love y'all. Peace.